Hogwarts Legacy was just recently released on the Nintendo Switch November 2023. This game has a lot of mixed reviews, such as negative and positive, so today I'm going to be going over every single thing you need to know before you purchase this game on the Nintendo Switch. Hello everyone, it's JENtendo here and welcome back to my channel. I feature a lot of gaming and lifestyle content, so if you're interested, just keep on watching. Little disclaimer, there might be a few spoilers, so just in case, keep that in mind. So first things first, what is Hogwarts Legacy about? So in this RPG game, you are going to be playing and starring as a Hogwarts student, but you have the rare and unique ability to see traces of ancient magic. A lot of evil wizards, dark wizards, and goblins are trying to take this magic for their own and their power, and it is your job in order to stop them. It sounds like such a simple storyline, but I promise there is a lot of depth there along with other side storylines in the game. Another thing to note about this game is that it takes place in the late 1800s. So no, you will not be having Harry, Ron, or Hermione joining you or accompanying you along in this journey, as well as no Hagrid, no Professor Snape, no Professor Dumbledore, or Professor McGonagall. Also, there is no flying cars, but there does feature some flying carriages. But with that being said, it doesn't mean that there isn't Harry Potter references or things in the game that you won't see. Hogwarts in the game absolutely looks fantastic. It looks like everything you pictured and more, from the book to the movie. It looks so nice and perfect. You honestly won't even mind that they're not featured in the game. Then another major thing people are concerned about is, what does this game feature? This game does feature one of my favorites, which is Defense Against the Dark Arts. It is a very important part of the whole game, and if you are interested in that, you will definitely love this game. It has a lot of combat, a lot of strategy, a lot of battling, and it's very, very fun. But what it doesn't feature, which is also a major bummer and what I found to be a negative of this game, is it does not feature the game Quidditch at all. You will get to be able to fly on a broom and use it to go around the quests and map, so you will get that wizarding broom experience, but you will not be using it to play Quidditch at all in the game. Which is a little bit annoying because that was what I was most looking forward to when I first heard the announcement of this game. But with that being said, you do get to have a typical wizarding experience at Hogwarts like you would expect, such as Defense Against the Dark Arts, attending classes, making potions, doing spells, and other various things that you will find out throughout the game. So one of the main things that a lot of people are concerned with is the gameplay. I would say that the gameplay on the PlayStation 5 is no different from the Nintendo Switch. You still have the same controls, you still do the same battles, still have the same quests, even Hogwarts is set up the same. Even before you play the game, you get to set up the difficulty levels and everything so you can have it more challenging or less challenging. So again, the gameplay is very identical to both the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. But what people seem to complain about and find as a negative aspect on Hogwarts Legacy is the graphics. Now, this is very important because this is one of the things why a lot of people tend not to like it on the Nintendo Switch and disagree with it, because if you play this game or have this game on the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox, you definitely will not like it on the Nintendo Switch. The graphics is way below par on the Nintendo Switch. I would say the graphics of Hogwarts Legacy is very reminiscent to the PlayStation 2 in my opinion. Even the cinematic moments and highlights are very good quality, better than the gameplay, but it definitely will not be up to the par of the PlayStation 5. But with that being said, it is kind of understandable, especially if you have a regular standard Nintendo Switch like myself. It only runs up to 60 frames per second, which is, again, normal. Which is why it is not going to perform nearly as well compared to the PlayStation, which I believe is around 120 frames per second. So yes, with that being said, of course the PlayStation is going to run better, it's going to be more high quality, it's going to be more depth. That is what the PlayStation is known for. Especially when the Nintendo Switch is not known to have high quality definition like that, especially with those types of games, because these types of games are not typically even on the Nintendo Switch. Which is why if you have the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox One and you've played both of those systems, you definitely will not like Hogwarts Legacy on the Nintendo Switch. It is way below par in comparison. But that doesn't mean it's not a bad game. Again, the storyline, gameplay, and controls is almost identical, and it is still the same fun experience no matter what system you play it on. Another thing to consider before you purchase this game, especially if you are purchasing it for someone else, A lot of people might be concerned if it's easy to follow, especially when someone might have not seen the movies nor read the books. But I can honestly say that this game is very, very, very easy to follow. It's very straightforward, the controls are very explanatory, they give you a brief enough introduction, and whether you are a Harry Potter fan or not, you will like this game. It's very user-friendly. And again, in the beginning of the game, before you even play, you can set the difficulty and everything to make it even more user-friendly. This game is very user-friendly, whether you're familiar with the franchise or not. You will still like the game, you will still understand it, and still be able to play without any issues. Now, are there some issues with this game on the Nintendo Switch? Absolutely yes. There are quite a few drawbacks. Now, as I said in the beginning, the storyline is a little bit lackluster. It is a little bit mid-tier. It does have depth, but I do feel it could have been better. But that's not the main issue with the drawbacks that I have on the Nintendo Switch. There are a few features in this game that I kind of didn't like on the Nintendo Switch, like traveling back and forth between different areas and then having certain quests and then not being able to advance and then being able to advance when you don't need to or when you should. Those little buggy issues kind of bothered me. I did feel they were quite buggy. And the reason why I consider this a drawback is because this game had so much pushback. They even pushed this game back over a year. It even got released far later on the Nintendo Switch than the PlayStation 5. They definitely should have improved it in the time, especially since Nintendo had more time to get it fixed before it actually hit the market. But those drawbacks are very, very minor and is not very significant to me purchasing the game. They're definitely doable, just a little bit annoying to definitely deal with. So now we are finally on the last bit of the video, the main reason you clicked, the meat of this video, and that is the million-dollar question of, is this game worth purchasing on the Nintendo Switch? Is it worth the $59.99? The answer I have is actually yes. 100% yes. It is 100% worth it to get this game. It is enjoyable, and I know every single person that plays it will definitely like it, again, whether they are a fan of Harry Potter or not. The reason why I feel like this game is definitely worth purchasing on the Nintendo Switch is because most people, I think the average person, such as myself, only has one system. I'm not a person that has a PlayStation, a PC, or an Xbox. I solely only have the Nintendo Switch. I can only afford one device. So typically when I see games that are always coming out on the PlayStation 5, I consider it a bummer because I'm never able to play it on the Nintendo Switch. And most of the time, I am willing to sacrifice graphics and quality in order to play a certain game. Which is why I am so happy that Hogwarts Legacy is on the Switch, because it gives an opportunity for people like me to play this game without having to just hope that they can go to someone's house and play it at someone else's house at their friend's convenience. Especially when Harry Potter is very popular and it has a lot of fan base, so I think it's great that they expanded it to this market to allow people like me to play it. Another reason it's great is because this is probably the best tactical RPG game on the Switch I've ever played. Most RPG games do not have these type of tactical strategies and combat. I think the only closest game you're ever gonna get to this type of style that's actually worth playing is the Fire Emblem games. But this type of tactical combat and strategy and fighting was definitely worth it on the Switch, and it is something that was very unique and something I enjoyed seeing. And I think a lot of Nintendo Switch players will enjoy having this type of battle and combat since it's not something we're used to playing. And again, the storyline might have not been great, but I got to enjoy the Hogwarts experience, the wizarding experience of my dreams. I got to fangirl while flying a broom, making potions, even meeting mythological creatures such as a hippogriff. There's even a beautiful feature where you rescue one and you're able to fly it, and it's just such a cool experience that you get to play all the fields of Hogwarts. It's just very nice. It had so many different features to the game. It's had so many storylines. I enjoyed the quests, genuinely. I feel like that was great because the storyline was getting a little bit mid at points, but doing the quests was actually very interesting, and I oftentimes found myself looking forward to them. But if you are on the fence about getting this game, definitely do not hesitate. Get this game right now. It is worth it. The gameplay is also very long. I think I averaged about 60 hours on this game, so I got quite a bit of fair gameplay out of it. And I can even play it longer. I just chose to complete the storyline and the quests in the main storyline much quicker. But the gameplay and the actual enjoyment, the diversity, and everything about it was just amazing. I highly recommend this game. I wouldn't hesitate on picking it up. Again, whether you are a fan of the series or the franchise or not, you will definitely love and thoroughly enjoy this game. From my point of view, I give it a 9 out of 10. I thoroughly love this game. But that is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I answered all of your questions. If you are on the fence about getting this game, if you are questioning features and other aspects of it, I hope I answered everything for you today. And if you like this video and want to see more content like this, please make sure to subscribe, join the JENtendo gang. But if you do subscribe, do make sure to comment down below and let me know that you subscribe so I can personally welcome you to the channel. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.